And we're live, I think, right? Just checking. And we are. Nice. All right. Welcome, everyone, for another Spec 3.0 update or meeting. So we have a few things on the agenda, but since Luca's not here yet, I'm just going to start off with a basic update on where we are and what's missing. And yeah, I'm not sure if any of you folks, Ace or Steve, have anything you would like to add to the agenda or anything you would like to add?
Hi everyone. So this is like my first time, and I'm just here to see attending the meeting for the first time. I'm looking for data where I could contribute, right? So I don't really have anything to add.
All right, welcome. Yeah, but feel free to ask questions during the call, and yeah, other than that, welcome. So jumping into it, I'm guessing Ace, since you didn't, or just here to listen, or I'm assuming you don't have anything either. Otherwise, feel free to jump in. All right, update. So last time this wasn't really done, or it was, we just didn't knew, but Magic, what's it called? Confirmed that it has already been implemented in the parser, so that means that this entire issue is actually done now. We still have a few outstanding issues for the request supply stuff. We still need to so add this in, we can make it. All right, so that means that we're basically done with request reply. We probably just need to double check that everything is part of the pull request that's been merged in the spec itself. And then we still have some outstanding stuff regarding well, basically enabling different schema formats in the component section. And we have somewhat of a consensus at the moment regarding a solution. Just to quickly mention what it is, if I can find it. And the option is that we're going to add somewhat of a union type for components under schemas, which is if you don't define any schema format, it's just going to assume the async API schema object. And if you do define a schema format, you have to inline the schema itself in this direction. For example, this will enable you to define arrows inlined or any other type of schemas as well. And that's basically it. So this is the most likely solution that's going to be approached. Doesn't seem like we have that there's any outstanding questions regarding it. And it's a matter of final reviewing. I can share the pull request in the chat. So that's when it comes to this. Regarding the message trade and changing the behavior, we have a pull request for the spec itself. And just see if anything is missing. So there's still some stuff that needs to be reviewed and addressed, it seems. But otherwise, it's still there's good progress on it. Other than that, we're basically in our last steps of what needs to change for the Spec 3.0 release. I still haven't managed to complete any of these tasks yet. I'm hoping I can do it next week, but it kind of depends at the moment on a few things. When it comes to, like, we have a lot of documentation on the website, and at the moment, it really hasn't been well defined what needs to change in order for us to release version 3. How to frame it? At the moment, Alejandro have outlined kind of what needs to change based on the general idea about the documentations. We still need to define some technical stuff regarding, for example, what is it in the request reply stuff that's changed for the operation, channel decoupling. All of these things need some technical details in order for us to write the documentation itself. At the moment, it doesn't seem like Alejandro wants to be the one leading that effort in order to push for the change, etc. And I am unfortunately not able to do it either. So my suggestion is that we basically just do what we can in order to docs, but I don't want it to be a what's it called, a blocking effort in order to release the Spec 3. The only thing in terms of a release, or at least from my perspective, is that we need to add a migration guide and we need to add release notes or a basic blog post about version 3. And all of the docs will have to be changed in whatever order we have bandwidth to change. And yeah, that's basically what I have for the website stuff. Then regarding the tools, I need to map out which tools are currently supporting version 3 right out the gate. Like as soon as we release it, everything works out of the gate, and which things need to change in order for version 3 to be supported. We still need to map that out and figure out what needs to and which effort we can do there. For bindings, we kind of have to go through all of the bindings we have and inspect them, whether the bindings still make sense for version 3 or whether they need to be updated. This is going to be a huge effort. I'm hoping I can start with next week as well, but it's still unclear. And yeah, that's basically the update I have for now. Yeah, that's it. Do you guys have any questions or anything you would like to know or want to discuss just to fill time? Otherwise, it's going to be a very short meeting, which is both good and bad. All right. Well, I think this is the shortest meeting we had so far, but we need those as well, right? But yeah, I don't have anything else to add. So I think we're just gonna keep the meeting short for today. And see you around, folks. Thanks for joining. Bye.